Hey, this is Pastor Curry. Just want to make sure you know that we had an outstanding Black History program on last Sunday. And I thought that it would be wonderful if I gave you an opportunity to experience what we experienced in the sanctuary. Our young people at E Zion Fair, and as well as the Seasoned Saints, did a phenomenal job. It was all of E Zion Fair. We brought no one in, and what a great opportunity. Please enjoy, and I'll be back at the end of this program.
I am Africa. All too often, when you speak of me in America. I am larger than America. My history did not start when I landed on the shores of Virginia. As a matter of fact, God so blessed me that when He formed the whole world, He formed it on the continent of Eden, which is known as the continent of Africa. All too often, when we speak of me, Africa, we speak of the dread history that America has pinned upon me. But please note, I am blessed and a part of the redemptive plan of God. God knew my name before names were known. I am Africa. It is true, from the rich soils of my land, I was stolen. I never desired to leave my land, but recognizing America needed help, so they stole me. And I went through a middle passage. We lost so many in that middle passage. The Holocaust was truly a bad day, but we lost way more just in the Atlantic Ocean. They put me and my people in different components, chained, where we had to use the bathroom and eat and die in the same spaces. Oh, I'm Africa. Do not pity me. Do not feel bad for me, because even though I was treated less than human, I still survived. And I did not survive because I was so great, but I survived because I serve a God whose hand was upon me. It is true that I landed on the shores of Virginia in 1619, and I was sold off. Many of my male counterparts were sold off, and families were ripped apart, but we still rose. It is true that they twisted lies and raped our women. Don't feel sorry for me. The hand of God was upon me. We survived the tough times. In the 1800s, when many thought that we were going to lay down and just accept the verdict that we were 3/5 of a person, we rose up and we founded colleges all over this country. Because in order to change a people, we must first change their thinking. To some young person who is listening to me today, always know you come from a strong heritage. Don't let your zip code determine your ethical code. Your people always got up. We have always been handed the short end of the stick. But we've learned how to survive on just a stewed chicken or a fried wing. And yet we ate, and today we still rise. We went through the years of the 1900s and the 1900s, and it happened where we had Jim Crow laws and we had various segregated laws that happened to us, but we did not stop. We kept moving. From me, you know about a Martin Luther King because he survived, even though we had a bad start. You know about a Barack Obama. You know about all of the great women of the battle who worked hard to make sure we survived. Today, I want to honor every woman who was in the shadow of the men, but doing the work to hold the family together. Young person, hear me today. Young person, hear me today. We always get up. We never stay down. We always rise, and we never stay at the bottom. I am Africa, and I did not start when I got to America. Who I am is rooted in me because of where I'm from. Where I'm from, we make it with whatever life have given us. I am America. You can judge me based on the color of my skin, but here's the truth. It was God who blessed me with his son to be able to have the color of my skin, the texture of my hair. And guess what people are doing now? Spending thousands of dollars to look like me. But God has blessed you with who you are by the grace of God. I'm glad today you came to church so you could meet me, young person. You don't have to have your head down. You don't have to worry about the communities that are crack-stricken. We will rise above that. But you got to meet the challenge. You got to meet the challenge of when life issues you lemons, to not become lemon, but to become lemonade. Because what you have inside of you is much greater, much stronger. You, I, we are Africa. To God be the glory.
Who am I? Builders of characters. Who am I? Builders of self-confidence. Who am I? Builders of relationship. Who am I? Builders of buildings. I am an architect. I am not just an exceptional one. I am a black woman, the most exceptional one. I'm brilliant, brave, and beautiful. I am Beverly Lorraine Green, architect, the UNESCO United Nations headquarters in Paris. I am Norma Merrick Sklarek, architect, Embassy of the United States in Tokyo, Japan. I am Martha Cassell Thomas, Chief Restoration Architect for the National Cathedral in Washington, D.C. You see, I am Georgia Lewis Brown Harris, architect, Ford Motors, Osasco, Brazil. I am Pascal Sablon, architect, symbols for the African Burial Ground National Monument in New York City. See, I am Allison Grace Williams, the August Wilson Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You see, I design buildings that honor my ancestors. I design buildings that expresses my creativity. I design buildings that demonstrate my ability to overcome. I design buildings that demonstrate that I am the most exceptional one.
I was born by the river in a little tent. And oh, just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming. gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm not afraid to die, 'cause I know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. I go to the movie and I go downtown, but somebody keep telling me, don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. Then I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. There are times that last for so long, but now I know I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come.
It was established that February be designated as the month for Black history. To we as Blacks, it has been a long time that seems like misery. There are Blacks that have made great contributions. They have earned the best education in the greatest institutions. Whether this country or other countries, they have won Nobel Peace Prizes. Let us, as Blacks, tell future Blacks, this is no surprise. In the 21st century, Barack Obama was elected the first Black United States president. As a former president of the United States, he made his presence. Let us not forget Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who won the Nobel Peace Prize. Dr. King stood for justice and equality, and that is what he emphasized. There are so many other Blacks that have made great strides. We as Blacks have seen so many Blacks that have never seen so many Blacks that have sacrificed their lives. 1 month out of the year is not enough to celebrate Black history. But we as Blacks are still marching in spite of misery. This was written by a man that came up in those days to see how we were treated simply because the color of our skin. That is really sad. Back in those days, they didn't call us black people or Negroes. They called us colored people. And they had signs written around in different areas that we were supposed to sit or stand. Those signs read colored people. Up over the bathroom doors, colored people. And up over the bathrooms where we were not supposed to go, that sign also told us. In restaurants, other places, on the buses, on the trains, everywhere, there were big signs that read colored or colored people. And you knew that was your area. And that is so sad because God made us. And he made us the color that he wanted us to be. This man that wrote this article lives in Rockford, Maryland, down on the eastern shore. And he is still living today to tell how we were treated. And today, we are still treated in a way that is not pleasing to the Lord, but we are still marching. We are still standing. And God is the one that has the last say.
I've had some good days. I've had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days. And some sleepless nights. But when I look around and think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I won't complain. I want to take just a minute or two and thank you for having me on this program today. I'm honored to be here, and I want to give you just a minute or two of my history, if it's all right. I heard somebody say favor ain't fair, but I'll take it. If favor's coming from God, I'll take it anytime. Amen. And he has always favored me. 7, 8 years old, my grandmother found me crying in the hallway. She wanted to know what's wrong. And I said, I want to be able to sing like Junebug. Junebug was my first cousin, singing like a mockingbird. I couldn't sing at all, but she just touched me on the shoulder and walked away. Next thing I knew, I could sing. Favor, hallelujah. Fast forward to June 2nd, 1962. Me and the Lindsay boys came here to this city. Met Doc Henry. He formed the Gospel Ambassador. Favor. I'll take it. Fast forward, 1987, Winnipeg Folk Festival. We were called and asked to come to do the Folk Festival. Favor. One more fast forward to December 1994. I was in the kitchen cooking and my breakfast wasn't married then. Got a phone call from a white man in New York. Said to me, I've got everybody on this Gospel at Kelowna's place signed but one man. And that one man is the lead singer for the Five Blind Boys, Clarence Fountain. He won't sign his contract. Would you take his place? Favor. When the play opened 1 month later in Seattle, Washington, I thought about my grandmother because I was singing lead for the Five Blind Boys of Alabama. One more favor and I'm done. Last year, I got a phone call from Dr. Curry. Said, we're not going to wait for you to die. We're going to take down that Powers Lane street name and put J. Caldwell Lane. Sometimes the clouds hang low. I can hardly see the road. I ask the question, Lord, why so much pain? He knows what's best for me. Although my weary eyes, they just can't see. I just say, thank you, Lord. I won't complain. Lord, been good to me. He really been good to me. Better than you could ever be. Been so good. Been so good. Been so good to me. Dried all of my tears away. Turn my midnight into day. I just say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
I am the black child. I am special. Ridicule cannot sway me. I am strong. Obstacles cannot stop me. I hold my head high, proudly proclaiming my uniqueness. I hold my pace, continuing forward through adversity. I am proud of my culture and my heritage. I am confident that I can achieve my every goal. I am becoming all that I can be. I am becoming
all that I can be. I said I am becoming all that I can be. I am the black child. I am a child of God.
What if God is unhappy with our praise? What if He is not pleased with the words we say? What if He takes away His love and His Spirit from above? What if God is unhappy with our praise? What if God is unhappy with our praise? What if He is not pleased with the words we say? What if He takes away His love and His Spirit from above? What if God is unhappy with our praise? What if God is unhappy with the way we live? What if He is not pleased with the way we give? What if He takes away His love and His Spirit from above? What if God is unhappy with the way we live? We must change the way we walk. We must change the way we talk. We must live a life that's pleasing to our King. We must read God's holy word. Let His praises be heard. Lord, just be pleased with our praise. We must change the way we walk. We must change the way we talk. We must live a life that's pleasing to our King. We must read God's holy word. Let His praises be heard. Lord, just be pleased. Lord, just be pleased. Lord, just be pleased. Lord, just be pleased. Lord, just oh 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 be pleased with our praise.
I'm honored to give an excerpt of Dr. Martin Luther King's famous I Have a Dream speech, which he rendered August 28, 1963, at the March on Washington. And as Dr. King spoke, at one point when he reached in his message, his voice rang out. This afternoon, I have a dream. I have a dream that is deeply rooted within the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day down in the state of Georgia and Mississippi and Alabama, the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together around the table of human brotherhood. I have a dream this afternoon. I have a dream that one day little Negro children and little white children will be able to join hands as brothers and sisters. I have a dream this afternoon. I have a dream that one day men will no longer burn down houses of the church of God simply because people want to be free. I have a dream this afternoon. I have a dream that one day we will no longer face the atrocities that Emmett Till had to face, or Medgar Evers had to face, but all men can live with dignity. I have a dream this afternoon. I have a dream that one day my four little children will live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream this afternoon. I have a dream that one day Negroes will be able to buy a house or rent a house anywhere their money can carry them, and they will be able to get a job. I have a dream this afternoon. I have a dream that one day the words of Amos will become real, and justice will roll down like water, and righteousness like a mighty stream. I have a dream this afternoon. I have a dream that one day the words of Jefferson will become real, that all men are created equal and they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, and among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I have a dream this afternoon. I have a dream that one day every valley will be exalted. The rough places will be made plain, and the crooked places will be made straight, and the glory of God shall be revealed, and all flesh shall see it together. I have a dream this afternoon. I have a dream that one day the brotherhood of man will become a reality. With this faith, I will go out with you and transform dark yesterdays into bright tomorrow. With this faith, we will carve a tunnel of hope through the mountain of despair. With this faith, we will achieve that new day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands with the Negro and sing in the spiritual of old, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Teaching us about slavery, segregation, Jim Crow laws, and many other injustices. But when we talk about racism, we tend to specifically focus on only the black man. And there's nothing wrong with talking about the black man's experience, because even in our modern society, black men still can't enjoy the basic freedoms that we're still fighting for, like being wrongfully accused, being rejected from jobs for being too dark, and for being victims of a society that wasn't designed for them. But when we talk about black women, silence. No outrage, no passion, silence. As you can see, I'm a girl, but I don't feel like a girl Same way white girls are girls. You see, when a white girl's in her tween years, she gets to be youthful, beautiful, frilly, and girly with no responsibilities. But when a black girl's in her tween years, she's taught to work twice as hard to be just as successful as the white girl. A white girl can be comfortable in her own house, in her own clothes, while a black girl has to cover up so that she won't attract grown men, the grown men that live in your house. A white girl can go on social media, watch TV, and go into any store and see dozens of people that look just like them. While a black girl, especially dark-skinned black girls, have to rely on multiracial and light-skinned women for good black girl representation, and even then, not always promised. Not to mention, our own men even hate us. I would never date a black girl. They're too ugly, they're too dark, they're too ghetto. A black girl has to grow up into a black woman, eventually, and carry the racism, the sexism, the colorism, the texturism, and for some, the ableism that they have to face from even people of their own race. When will we finally talk about how some mothers genuinely hate their daughters because of how they came out? When will we talk about the black girls and black women who are still missing to this day? We need to start protecting all of our black women. Not just the light-skinned ones, not just the pretty ones, the dark-skinned ones, the ghetto ones, the loud ones, the ones who are teenage mothers, the ones on welfare, the ones with food stamps, the ones who you think are ugly, yeah, them too. Black lives matter means every black life matters. Thank you.
I open my mouth unto the Lord, and I won't turn back. I will go, I shall go, to see what the end is going to be. I open my mouth unto the Lord, and I won't turn back. I will go, I shall go, to see what the end is going to be. I open my mouth unto the Lord, and I won't turn back. I will go, I shall go, I will go, I shall go, I will go, Lord, I shall go, I will go, Lord, I shall go, I will go, Lord, I shall go, to see what the end is going to be, to see what the end is going to be, to see what the end is going to be.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep your hand on the plow. Hold on. Hold on. Wanna get to heaven, I'ma tell you how. Keep that hand on the gospel plow. Just keep that hand on the plow. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Keep that hand on the plow. Hold on. Hold on.
Why you wanna fly? Blackbird, you ain't never gonna fly. Why you wanna fly? Blackbird, you ain't never gonna fly. No place big enough for holding. all the tears you're gonna cry. Cause your mama's name is lonely. And your daddy's name was pain. And they called you Little Sorrow. Cause you'll never love again. You ain't got no one to hold you. You ain't got no one to care. If you'd only understand it, nobody wants you anywhere. So why you wanna fly, Blackbird? You ain't never gonna fly. Why you wanna fly, Blackbird? You ain't never gonna fly.
When that Pharaoh chariot comes, I'm gonna leave you. I'm bound for the promised land. I'm gonna leave you. I'm sorry, I'm gonna leave you. Farewell, oh farewell, but I'll meet you in the morning. Farewell, oh farewell, I'll meet you in the morning. Bound for the promised land, on the other side of Jordan. Bound for the promised land. I'm sorry, I'm gonna leave you. Farewell, oh farewell, but I'll meet you in the morning. Farewell, oh farewell, oh, I'll meet you in the morning. Farewell, oh farewell, oh, meet you in the morning. Farewell, oh,
farewell. Are you coming to the tree? They strung up a man, they say, who murdered 3. Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree where a dead man called out for his love to flee? Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree where I told you to run so we'd both be free? Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree where a necklace of hope side by side with me? Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree where I told you to run so we'd both be free? Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree where they strung up a man, they say we murdered 3? Strange things that happened here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree. Are you coming to the tree? And call out for his love to feel. Strange things that happened here, no stranger would it be if we met at midnight in the hanging tree.
I'm a young black man doing all that I can to stand. Oh, but when I look around and I see what's being done to my kind, every day I'm being hung to this grave. My people don't want no trouble. We've had enough struggle. I just wanna live. God protect me. I just wanna live. God protect me. So many thoughts in my head. Will I live or will I end up dead? It's an unease or sequel. No matter where I be, there's no place safe for me. Oh, I'm not asking for too much. So Lord, please help. I just wanna live. God protect me. I just wanna live. God protect me. This is my battle cry. I just wanna live. God protect me. I just wanna live. God protect me. I just wanna live. It feels so good to be alive.
We had the kids' future plan before they were born.
Got all my family by my side.
First date, I took Venus and Serena to the tennis court.
Wipe this black off if I try.
I knew I had champions.
That's why I lift my head with pride.
Venus and Serena gonna shake up this world.
I got a million miles on me. They want to see how far I'll go. The path was never made with gold. We worked and built this on our own. And can't nobody knock it if they tried. This is hustle personified. Look how we've been fighting to stay alive. So when we win, we will have pride. Do you know how much we have cried? How hard we had to fight. It feels so, so, so good. I got all my sisters by my side. I got all my sisters by my side. Black off if I try. Black off if I try. I lift my head with pride. Now we're sitting on top of the world again. I got a million miles on me. They want to see how far I'll go. They want to see how far I go. The path was never made with gold. We fought and built this on our own. And can't nobody knock it if they tried.
My. Listen, I always say what a mighty word from the Lord, but what a great opportunity for the people of God to come together. This was one of the first services that we had when we allow a little bit more than what we normally allow to be in the sanctuary. But saints, this was easy and fair. For those of you who are waiting to come back to church, the governor has dropped all the mandates for the mask, although we will still wear our mask while in worship. But I do want you to start coming back to church now. This is easy and fair, and look at what God has done. I was so glad to see Brother Jay. Didn't think he had that level of win, but he does. He's back. It was just a great opportunity for us to see so much from our young people. I pray that you enjoyed this broadcast today. We have to rush today because there was so much we wanted to make sure you got a chance to see. But thank God for Jesus, and I thank you for watching us on today. God bless.